All right, well, let's keep rolling because this next headline is going to be pretty fun. I think it's right in your guys' wheelhouse too. And that is that Gopuff this week launched its first private label line. The line known as Basically with a comma at the end because and Natch, why wouldn't it?
There's so many things I want to talk about, like that I can't say on the podcast, but keep going.
Well, basically, the Basically line includes bottled water, snacks, batteries, paper products, and other household essentials. And then get this, another line of snacks under the brand Basically Amazing is said to be coming soon as well. Jonathan, got to get your take on this move. What do you think of this one?
Okay, well, we'll get into the naming and branding and all that stuff later, but let's put that to one side. Look, in convenience, the smart way to drive margin has been not through like-for-like pricing, but by removing comparability and managing the basket. And private label's always been a really smart way to do that. So, about 15 points of price differential between supermarket and convenience. About 10 of those 15 has usually come from assortment management, and only 5 has come from price comparison. So I guess this is smart. I think the other thing that's in its favor is that GoPuff and all the rest of the hyperlocal, it's definitely a service proposition. And therefore you have a lot more leeway with the assortment because you're fundamentally buying in because of super convenience rather than the assortment choices. It triggers a whole bunch of questions, which we might want to get into around kind of how it, what it does for their business partnerships, where else it could go, et cetera, et cetera. But on the economics, I completely get it. Now, let's all put our turtlenecks on and do the marketing stuff, but that's a different issue.
Yeah, Ed, I think he teed it up for you. What do you think? What would you add to what Jonathan said, or what's your comments on the marketing side here?
I think Jonathan said it. They're focusing on the economics here. They're pulling to find every last coin in the couch cushion that they can so that they can make the economics of instant delivery work. But I think, look, this works in the stores. It works when you have the own brands next to next to the national brands. You give customers another choice, and I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I think it's a great move forward, at the very least to test. Now, I think Jonathan brings up some really good points though about what does that do to their relationships with, some of the national players and bigger brands. But it works in the stores. Why not try it in this case and try to make up some extra cash?
So you guys are both all in on this then, it sounds like. David, do you have the same opinion?
I do, but it's slightly different variant. I think GoPuff is one of the only players that owns their own distribution network. So that kind of makes this possible for them. If you look at the DoorDashes and Instacarts of the world, as they move from 2-hour to 15-minute, like they can't actually do this without building out a distribution network themselves. So I think it's actually a really interesting way for GoPuff to be more profitable than its competitors, which in the long run could be really important.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's what I think you guys, I agree with everything you guys said too on this one. It's funny how we're in alignment so far. I'm curious if that continues throughout the show, but yeah, I mean, we had the GoPuff CEO or co-CEO, Rafael Elisayev, on earlier this week, and he talked about how their strategy was what David just said. It was all about vertical integration. And this plays right into that. And then now it's them getting control of their own assortment, which gives them a little more power, a little more flexibility, and be able to meet the needs of the consumer. Then, of course, you get the price comparisons on site. I think it's just natural. And shout out to Jessica Glendenning, former Target colleague of ours, and who is heading this effort up for GoPuff too. That was really cool to see coming from her work previously at Brandless, which we've talked about a lot. This seems like a much better move on that front. But yeah, I mean, I think overall, I think I'm with you guys. I think net it seems like a smart play here. And you got to talk about, we can't move on until you talk about your instant delivery experience this past week in New York too, because I think it's really salient for everyone to hear about it.
Absolutely. I mean, Chris and I, we were locked into the hotel, just trying to get ready and prep. And so, going out, especially during COVID, into a city that you're not, super familiar with the surroundings, to be able to get, we got water delivered to our room. I had placed an order, and I had 2 orders in 15 minutes, not 1 order, but 2 orders. I had forgotten to order something. So I quickly entered it in actually Bike's app, and within 7 minutes for some delivery. We did it again yesterday to get some Advil for Chris's feet that were so sore after standing at the show for both of us, actually.
Yeah, I hurt
But
my leg. I couldn't walk, and I got
but I mean,
Advil in 7 minutes. It was crazy.
exactly. Like we ordered it from the
7
room,
minutes.
and before, like we were rushing to get down in the elevator to get this. So, and now that we've done it, I mean, I was hooked. I think I did it 6 times while we were in New York. But I think, Chris, just to add on, like not just from GoPuff, but we also talked to the bike CEO, which will be releasing in a couple of days here. But vertical integration is the name of the game. They are all talking about ways to figure out how they add and stack more into the platform that they are in control of operations of. So I think that's something key to watch out for.
Can I just add, I just want to add one question. It's a question, but it occurred to me is I wonder if you'll see that basically assortment made available to independents, to bodegas. So will you actually see it becoming a private brand, but that they only provide it to independents, which actually from their point of view might be quite attractive because you'd establish brand presence and credibility. You could also establish a price point which allows you to then look less premium through your hyperlocal platform. Just a thought, just watch out for that.
Whoa, mind blown. Didn't even see that angle coming. Yeah, and that's not traditionally something you see in that space either. So that's kind of fascinating to think about when you, wow, great call out, Jonathan.